second. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat. It looks kind of flat.
There's artistry to creating the world.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
You've probably never heard of the guy who went paragliding in space, and it's because it never actually happened. This footage is something that someone put together on their computer and then shared it on Facebook with everyone and did not pass it off as that's what really happened. That's just them showing off their skills. And it's cool that they're doing stuff like this because it reveals how a lot of their tricks are done. And the ISS is one of those things that has always intrigued us on how have they pulled this off? Because we've caught them faking space in the past with these strings attached to satellites and all that nonsense. And you have here Bruce McCandless, who is apparently or allegedly floating in space, unattached to the spaceship that he was on. And you see him here. His arms move. Those are the only things that move. His feet never move, ever. Not even a hair. They just don't move. And I don't know if that's how he was trained. But you can see here, look at the curve of the Earth beneath this guy. Massive amounts of curve. And then later on, it goes away. Not as curved, probably because he's so far away from the spacecraft now. And they're zooming in on him. But impressive footage nonetheless. They did a really good job with this. You can see there's like a little bit of a glare next to his body as if he's laying on something. And that glare is something that I have seen in recent times. I don't know if they're kind of recycling some of the old tricks, but I was watching some ISS footage and just thinking about how, the speeds of these people, like this guy here, 17,500 miles per hour in his little backpack, is able to make him go the 17,500 and a half mile per hour to catch up to the ISS. However that works, because combustion speed would seem like it would need to be faster than what you're going to get you to go faster. But apparently not. He could just shoot out some puffs of air and catch up to the ISS at those insane speeds that we cannot see on Earth because it's just too fast. We can watch a bullet with super slow-mo cameras, but this is, many times faster than a bullet these guys are moving here. But here's the footage of the ISS that's very strange. You can see the Earth to the left right here. This is allegedly the horizon, and this is the ISS, and you're looking at it from the aspect of the Soyuz, and it's going to dock with the ISS, and this thing just looked really weird. I was looking at the footage. Something was off. As I zoomed in on it, I could see that there was something up with this little ISS that's allegedly full of people and gigantic. But if you look at it, you'll see there's some sort of almost semi-transparent thing surrounding it. It looks like a reflection of the ISS itself, but it's attached to it. So it's like it moves in unison with the ISS as if it's inside of some sort of crystal-like structure. I don't know. It's really weird. The only time I've ever seen things like that, here it is. You can see it better when you put it to sci-fi, to that filter. It actually shows up a little clearer. But there's definitely something surrounding the ISS that isn't there when they turn the lights out and dock with it. And you'll see what I mean by turn the lights out. They literally just turn the lights off. But here it is. Again, you can see this moves with it. All I've done is zoom in. And if this is what we're seeing that passes overhead, which I doubt it is, I really do not think this is what we're seeing as it passes overhead. I think this is a little model laying on top of a sheet of glass or something, because at times you can even see a reflection of these two things down below it. Trying to find that part of the video where that actually happens. Let me see. There it is. Right here. You can see here's these two panels here, and there's a reflection. It really does look like this is laying on top of something and reflecting down onto it, as if a boat is on the water or you've just set something on a mirror. That's sort of what that looks like. I'm not really sure what sort of technology they're using to pull off this trick, but it's quite impressive, and the angle of this thing helps make that, whatever it is, go away. So the angle changes. Here it is. Now the Earth is curved again. Thank goodness. Curve came back. Has nothing to do with a fisheye lens. So if they really are above the Earth and getting this high altitude footage, that would be super impressive. But something happens. If these people are in space, watch what happens right here. This is something I almost forgot about. See that? An object shot down, fell back to Earth from space. Not sure why the ship doesn't do that, but watch, real-time speed here. There it goes, falling down and flipping in space. Look at that. Here it goes. Hopefully no one gets hit in the head. But really weird. I think I've actually zoomed in on that somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. At times you can start to see that little reflective property of whatever's around it when you zoom in. But definitely strange that objects are just falling in space. Why didn't that happen to that astronaut? Why didn't he just fall like that back in the 80s? Who knows? But here it is again. You can start to see it, the little panels, their reflections. And all of a sudden they turn out the lights. So let's play it in real-time speed. Here it is. Daytime. And director says, turn out the lights. They turned out the lights. This director is really good. He can control the sun so that they can see. Now you have a spotlight from the Soyuz shining onto the ISS until they dock with it. And that's probably the end of the video. It docks and then it's done. But around the time I was looking into this, I came across this little commercial, and you can see right here, it is a 3D sort of holographic engraving technology they do inside of these acrylic structures. And if you look at it, it reminded me of the ISS, where you have that reflection right below it, seems to move with it. But it also reminded me of the moon, and how the face of the moon is always facing us at the exact same angle all the time, no matter where it's at. And so this right here, when you look at it and it follows you, kind of creepy, but kind of cool. And it definitely reminded me of how the moon works, and also a little bit of the ISS. So if the moon is in the firmament, like we're told, that would explain a lot, and it could have something to do with a design that's similar to this. We're always copying creation when we design new technology and new things. So that, thought that was just something to get your wheels turning. It definitely got my wheels turning. But I wanted to share this strange footage and see if you guys had any insight on that or how that was done. I know it was kind of crazy to see something falling in space. Didn't expect to see that. But definitely a strange phenomenon that I have yet to see when analyzing ISS footage. So let us know what you guys think. I do think it's something that is exposing their lies and their tricks. I'm not really sure how they do it. They have had lots of time, centuries this enemy has had to make a plan, to deceive, and it seems like it would be a stupid thing to lie about, but it is one of their most important lies. It holds everything else together. It is worth all the money we give them and all of their time and effort to show us what creation looks like, to show us where we came from, and to keep us controlled and away from the Father so that we cannot unite with the power that is out there for us. I say that a lot, but uniting is what they fear the most. The power of your relationship with the Father, what that does to the enemy, is something you just have to experience. All of your addictions falling away, the powers of darkness have no more control over your life. You just have to get to know the truth and know the Father that they are hiding with all of their wizardry. That's what it is. It's magic tricks and illusions that we've all fallen for. And it's so great to be a part of an awakening and to help wake people up. So I thank you guys for sharing our work and helping to wake others up. Not saying we have all the answers. We don't know how all these tricks are pulled off yet. But there's footage out there like this that I believe gives us hints as to how they're pulling this stuff off. And one day, I am just praying that their tricks will just keep getting exposed at a faster rate, and that they will have to come clean. And I'm sure they've already got a backup story for when that day comes. But this stuff is getting old, and it's time that we continue to increase our efforts with sharing the truth about everything, exposing the lies, and shining some light in this world. People need to see that those of us who seek truth are not crazy people. We are a light to this world. Do not partake in the darkness that is surrounding where the attacks, where people are insulting you. Do not retaliate in a way that reflects on all of us, because I hear people say all the time that we're just insulting and mean, and we're not. Everyone that I've talked to, usually some of the nicest people, and it's people from different religions and different backgrounds, Muslims, Christians, anybody that I've talked to, specifically Muslims, I've been really shocked. That's one of the most beautiful things, is my interactions with them, because when I used to watch the news, I thought they wanted to kill me. I had no clue that they could wake up and be truthers and know the truth about creation and be loving towards somebody like me who's a Christian. It is the weirdest and most awesome part of this movement, is seeing that unity, being able to unite with people that I thought wanted me dead, 4 years ago. And the way the Father works is he kind of breaks us free from those lies, like the lies of the media and fake news and all of that, and unites us. So unite with fellow believers and truthers, and whatever the division is, try to not let it stop you from fellowship with somebody. If they don't like your belief in the shape of the earth, don't talk about it around them. Talk about other aspects of creation or anything else. Fellowship with them. Don't lose that opportunity to be a light to someone. As always, thank you guys for being as awesome as you are. We miss you guys when we're not able to do videos and hangouts. Hangouts will be coming much sooner when we get everything done and squared away. I'll be giving you guys an update soon about the office and the house being built and where that's at. Had some major setbacks and issues, but it's going to be done hopefully within the next month and a half or so. So we look forward to that and spending more time with you guys while we're still here. But we love you. The Father loves you. Take care, and God bless.